What's up, guys? Welcome to the Luke Mind Power podcast. I have someone extraordinary here with me today. His name's Michal. He is from the Czech Republic, and he's been a part of our coaching program, the Superpower Mastermind, for quite some time now. And I could not help but to invite him to spend some time with us so that he could share with us how his journey, his story, and you want to hold on to your seats and stick with us until the end, because his story is absolutely phenomenal. It's life-changing, not only from him doing the work in the Superpower Mastermind and completely transforming his life, but also in his personal life outside of the program, how much things have happened and evolved and changed his life. So, Michal, welcome to the Luke Mind Power podcast.
Hi. Hello, Luke. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's a really an honor and a blessing to speak with you today. You know, I almost, as much as I know that you've done the Superpower Mastermind, you've been part of our coaching space, you've joined, consistently, over the last 12 months, our coaching calls, and you've been so diligent in taking action and learning and just absorbing all of the content, the motivation, the teachings, the stuff that I talk about and I share, and give us a bit of a understanding and appreciation why you actually initially joined the Superpower Mastermind in the first place.
Oh, yeah, it has been, just now, it has been 1 year. I'm part of Mastermind, and I'm really grateful for that because, all my suffering came from relationships. And after the last one, 1.5 years ago, collapsed, I was again in the place where I don't want to return anymore, but I was there. I was there and I was like, hey, what's going on? It's not about the girl, because you always feel the same after each breakup. So it has to be about you. And in that moment, I realized and I told myself that I have to focus on me, not on the outside world that's causing me all the pain, trauma, whatever. I realized that all the focus I'm giving to the outside world, I shall rather give to myself. And like within hours, that's what I love about universe is I found your account on Instagram and I said, hey, I have to work with this one. So I'm really grateful for meeting you, but it's just the work of universe, and it's also my part that I did it, that I just redirect the thoughts from outside to this is the place I have to work with.
Mm. Tell us about during the program when you first started. You went through something really transformational personally, and then that also shifted your mindset in terms of how you were showing up in the community.
Yeah, I'm just waving to my daughter. So, it was all absolutely transformational from the very beginning, because once I joined the group and I felt not only yours energy but also energy of all people who are a part of this program, it was wow, overwhelming, but in positive way, that I found finally a place in my life where I can be what I am, who I am, share whatever comes to my mind. No one judges me. And wow, it was so nice and beautiful. And later on, like 1.5 months after I joined the program, I had a very serious car accident. When I lost my conscious, I was transported into hospital by helicopter and spent like 1 week there. And I realized that I have to be grateful for every moment, every second I'm here. I got the gift to continue with in this physical body with what I supposed to do. So then it also came the calling of, let's say, something like purpose of my life.
So this, how long were you unconscious for?
I don't know exactly, a few hours.
Yeah. I remember when you came back into the coaching session and you shared with us, you still had a scar on your
Yeah,
head, and you shared with us what you'd gone through, and it kind of touched and shocked kind of everyone, with this realization, and you had this sense of deep gratitude for life all of a sudden, for your journey, and yeah, there was a more I guess deeper version of you that emerged from that experience, so I felt it,
definitely.
everybody felt it, but tell us.
And sorry, everywhere you hear or read that you get only one shot in this life. Okay, but when something like this happens, you know it for 300%.
Mm,
That you get one shot here, you get one time, and it's only up to us what we do with this time. Whether we evolve and turn from victim into victor role, or whether we still in some parts of our life keeping that victim role, which is so dangerous and unhealthy.
mm. So every week we have live coaching calls on Zoom. Obviously, there's an amazing community that you're a part of. There's a curriculum and a program that you go through as well, and it's obviously to help you to build that confidence in yourself, learn to love yourself, and heal your trauma and your past. For yourself, what has been the most valuable part of being a part of the Superpower Mastermind? Like, what has it taught you?
Look, everything, everything, because I was, let's say, I hit my rock bottom 1 year ago, and I find you, your mastermind group, and there I was welcomed by this beautiful energy of sharing and being myself, which I learned for the first time in my life how to be myself, how to express, how not to be always fear. There was always fear of being judged, uh, rejected, or whatever, and this it didn't happen here, or it doesn't happen here in this group, and it's so mind opening, and also it's a place where all the evolution of my new self can start, because once you accept it, loved, not judged, you can start being yourself, work on yourself, and have to be surrounded by people who just giving supporting you. Wow,
Mm.
it's breathtaking. Taking.
Mm. Yeah,
So
I think.
that's what I thought, and see all the other stories of people who are as nice as you love people, and you see also evolution in them. It's another motivation for you to carry on.
Mm.
Just do the work and believe in the process, because that's one of the most important things. Because once you overwhelmed by all your new feelings, new whatever, you need to stick to someone who holds your hand, or which is this community. And wow, that's great.
Mm. Yeah. So I think one of the biggest challenges for a lot of people is not realizing that, investing in yourself is something that you will carry with you for the rest of your life. And I think that's one of the challenges for people is the thought of like, oh, I have to pay $1,000, or oh, I have to pay $2,000, or I have to spend money. Um, how do you explain to people that it's worth it?
How? Look at me. I can add more, because today what I've gained for my money, it's a new way of thinking. It's a new mindset. It's new approach to life. It's a new, because our mind, our subconscious, or a mind of our child inside of us, is always trying to focus on the negative things happening in our lives because it tries to keep us safe and protect from danger, whatever. But we have forgotten to look on the other positive side. And thanks to this work, now I know there are always positives and negatives. And now I'm just focusing on both. And on the negative side, I just want to see what's the lesson I'm about to learn this time. And it's also the positive one, because anytime whatever happens or be creating in our life, it has both for us, the negative, but also the positive side. And once we learn our, we just learn how to look at both of them and focus and put energy into the positive ones. That's a game and life-changing momentum. That's why any money spent on, for me, your program are the best invested.
So thanks for sharing that. And yeah, it makes complete sense. I always say, biggest investment you can ever make is in your own personal development and healing. Once you do the work on yourself, you have it for life,
Yes, not
and
only
no
that,
one can take it
and
away from you.
that's for sure. And the other thing is for people who have invested in themselves, not only no one can takes it from you, but you creating in someone absolutely new who is able to earn whatever money I just want. So if I set for myself any goal, I know I can reach it. Otherwise, I couldn't be able even to think about it. So even if I have to borrow or lend this money from somewhere, I know I'm able to repay. So I would do it again and again and again. Whatever improves my state, me as a being, I would invest any money because it's worth of it.
You're worth it. That's and this is what it is. It's about, you saying yes to yourself. But I think that's very hard, especially when you're in a dark place or you've been through so much trauma or negative experiences in life and you feel really, unhappy, I guess. It's hard to almost see the light and believe that it's possible, But,
I would like to add something. In always in these situations when we, and let's say we could be very short of money as well in that dark place. But so my only question, but only for a few seconds, was whether when I put this money into this program, whether I get my new self back. And but this doubt, it was there. I remember only a few seconds because I felt your energy and the energy of your team. So I felt some inside a very deep trust in what you do, what your team is doing. And so I wasn't scared to take that money and invest it in myself with
that's
you,
awesome.
because that's also always the good question, whether you are the good choice. And after 12 months, I can say, yes, you are.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad that we are able to serve you and create that trust for you so that
No, because
you can heal.
still, when I look around behind my shoulder and look at the place of self-development and whatever coaches and areas, I still have a few things to let's say to others when I not all completely in with them. But with you, I had this strong feeling that it's honest, frank, and that's my place.
That's awesome.
I think that was my good intuition,
Yeah,
which led me
absolutely.
here.
Yep, yep, yep. Fantastic. I just want to talk just quickly about self-love and self-confidence, because I know that this is something that even for men maybe isn't familiar, or something that we're open to, practicing self-love or the relationship with yourself. How has your self-confidence grown since you first started, and also the awareness of being able to love and appreciate yourself?
It has changed dramatically because when I was in my dark place on my rock bottom, I later on realized that all my self-confidence, self-love, self-worth, self-esteem was based only on my external achievements. That's probably what happens to many of us, especially men, that whatever we able to create in our external world, we measure our value to these achievements. And once one of these achievements or all of them are fall, or whatever is happening to them, I mean even relationship, uh, then I tended to feel bad because it wasn't connected to me, to myself. And only thanks to this work, I reconnected all valuation and looking at me only through me, myself, and how do I like myself, which is getting better every day.
Mm. It is a journey, it is a process of,
Absolutely.
taking action, staying consistent, and, focusing on. I know, I think the one thing that most people struggle with is not getting the results straight away. If you're starting to do the work and you're not feeling enough, or you're not feeling like you really love yourself or accept yourself, that is the challenge, to keep persevering and to keep actually doing the work, because it's a lot of it is repetition, and you're reprogramming yourself, and for many, many years, if you've been told that you're not enough, or if the world has rejected you, or relationships rejecting you, and you basically then creating your own story in your own mind, well, if someone's rejecting me, then I'm not enough, or I'm not good enough, or other people's opinions of you, can create the stories or your beliefs in your subconscious mind about how you think about yourself, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, obviously, I'm guessing that this is something that you've been able to, reprogram yourself with, in a higher way of thinking of yourself.
Yeah, and the very important thing at the very start is for me was that I was part of this welcoming group and place, because you have to do many things to reset, reprogram, and once you get 3 times a week a place where you can refocus and feel accepted, it's just so nourishing place for everyone, and it's something you can start with, because first of all you have to forget almost everything you believe and start finding new ways how to do it better, to feel better in life.
Mm,
And this program has been something that connected me with the good
mm.
things in life, and feelings and people.
Yeah, congratulations. I know that you came to London as well for our Unlock Your Greatness live event, the conference in London. And I remember dancing, coming in to the event, and you were there in the front row as well, dancing, and you were also there with your daughter, right?
Yeah.
How has this work changed your relationship with your daughter?
Again, very, very much. I feel like newly reconnected with my daughter, as also through my traumas and pain. I don't want to judge myself, but I know I always wasn't the best version of father I could be.
Mm,
So, and I regret it. I feel sorry for that. But once you get a parent who is aware and says sorry. I think also very important to my daughter, even when she now 22, her father is able to look around and say, "Hey, I'm sorry for being that version, and I do whatever I can for the rest of our lives to be better."
Yep. Amazing. Michal, thank you for showing up. Thank you for not giving up on yourself. Thank you for trusting me to be able to lead, guide you,
Anytime.
teach, inspire. It's been an absolutely extraordinary journey, and I'm so grateful that our paths have crossed. I know this is not the end, and I really look forward to supporting your journey moving forward and witnessing more of your success and your transformation, because this is the start, and it's only going to get better and better and better, and there's no turning back. Once you've done so much work on yourself and you've moved forward. So for anyone out there that may be thinking about doing some work on themselves, is there anything that you can kind of leave us with that would inspire people as to why they should take action and actually do this work?
It's worth of it. I feel completely different. Even when there are still things showing up in my life, which I tend to view negative. Now I see it's, let's say, neutral, because I also see the positive things and signs.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. Your presence, I don't know if you guys can see it or feel it as you're watching this, but there's a lot of peace in this conversation, and you can hear it when Michal speaks. He wasn't like this when he first started, and now when he's speaking with a lot of grace, a lot of love, a lot of peace, a lot of self-awareness. So Michal, congratulations once again. Thank you for joining me on the podcast and sharing your story. And I wish you all the best. I know that there's more success coming along your journey, and a lot of new, unpredictable experiences are going to come your way. Just because you said yes to yourself, and yeah, I really look forward to supporting your journey moving forward. But if you are tuning in right now and you're interested in learning more about if and how we can possibly help you transform your life, just have a look in the description below. There'll be some information on how you can get in touch with myself and my team. And if you're watching and you've got Instagram or Facebook, you can simply just go and send us a message and write the word transform. And you can chat directly with us, and we'll take you through a step-by-step process to give you some more info so that you can understand the possibilities for you to take action and transform your life. So just send us a message with the word transform. And Michal, let's keep going. And thank you for joining me.
Luke, thank you for being, and yeah, grateful for meeting you.